We are back. Hey guys, it's been many
A
weeks.
long while.
Wow, it's been a lot. But hey, we're back. Episode 4 is right in your face. How's it been, guys? Tell us you missed us. Abi, Mrs. O. Or tell me you miss Mrs. O. It's okay. I will understand. How's it been, guys? Once again, thanks for all the follows. Thank you for all the comments. Thank you for all the support. It's been a very beautiful period for us, and it's been everything. This is all. Welcome back to the show.
Yes. So thank you guys. Thank you for asking when episode 4 will be out and for keeping the faith. So we're here. We're here
Correct.
for episode 4.
Yes, so remember to tell someone to watch this episode. Remember someone to check out episodes 1, 2, and 3. And of course, have you been following our Instagram handle? That's been more regular though, because we've been teasing and doing great stuff. On this episode, we decided to bring one of our rituals as a couple. So we have this weekly ritual that we do. We call date night. And on our date nights, we do a couple of things. Sometimes it's not date nights. For example, let me tell you guys something. I can just be there, maybe just eating, or just scrolling through my phone, or just doing something. And then I'll just hear, when you first met me, what did you think about me? And I'm wondering, where is this coming from?
Wait.
So there's this handle Mrs. O follows on Instagram. We won't tell you the handle, it's not an advertisement. And she will just start asking questions. Sometimes the questions are like, I've answered this before now. Sure, you know, go refer to the former answer.
Sometimes the answers will change.
Okay, what you go? So today we're bringing that on the live show on this podcast. We're going to be treating date night questions. A collation from that handle, and let's see how this goes. So, Mrs. O, as it is your forte.
Okay, so as Mr. O has said, so usually I stumbled on a lot of things on Instagram.
Okay.
So I just stumbled on this handle and I was like, interesting. So some of the questions we don't.
Imagine eating smoky
some
jollof
questions are
rice with
tough.
octopus meat.
So some
This is
questions
called the
are
octopus meal. By the way,
simple,
octopus is a
some
type
maybe
of
it's not even
protein.
thought of
It's
and
actually
all that.
seafood.
So we
The
decided to
texture is
bring
sort of
it
crunchy and
today.
chewy,
So
just like snail.
let me go
And the
first.
octopus meal comes with protein, which is the
Again.
Start with the
octopus,
easy
smoky jollof
questions
rice,
first.
fried plantain cubes, pieces of puff puff,
So,
and water, all for
what
12,000
did you
naira. The
first
meal came well
notice about
packaged,
me?
and the cool thing about the pack was that it opened up into a plate. If you're looking to try something new or switch your jollof rice protein up,
So
why
March
not try octopus meat? To order the
2019.
octopus meal, you can contact the number in the
when he
video
came into
via
that hall.
WhatsApp, on
The very
Glovo,
first
or click on the
costume was
link
that
in the bio
yellow
of
gown.
K-Jollof. So what
That
do you
yellow
think?
gown,
Will you be trying this out?
It has to be in our family museum. It was so elegant, and it showed a lot of endowments. And I was like, wow. She came into the room. It was a class, a certification class. She came into the room, sat down. So the first thing I noticed was the dress. And then how you breezed in gallantly, this kind dawn. So yes, I think that's the first thing I noticed about you. And then in the course of that weekend, because of course I had known you were a widow, and you were not acting like a widow. Or so I thought. Like, okay, I know widows. The stereotype we have about widows is they're always breaking down, crying, having people to also come around and say sorry, sorry, sorry. You're just in the room commanding this like that. There's something about you being present. You could just take charge. I said, this woman says she be widow. Me, I don't see widow for here. So yes, that's the first impression I have about you.
Okay.
Let me look for a question for you. Uh What did you think my type was before we met? What did you think my type was? Let me say, what did you think my type was when you first met me? Let me
Okay.
rephrase that.
Okay, so before I met you, or rather when I first met you, I kept hearing life coach, life coach. I said, okay, they have come again.
All
Because
this
I'm telling you,
motivational
motivational speaker just
speakers.
be naming things. And I was wondering, okay, life coach. And then that first day, I walked into the class. Everybody, boss, boss, boss. Before he coughs like this, somebody's giving him water. Before he sits down, somebody has cleaned the chair. I say, hey, God, this life coach you must do. I was called life coach too. I see what's going on here. And here is this young man. So he's not an elderly person. And then there are these people around him that everybody, and then he's not bossy. He's not like, commanding everybody. Everybody was just on their toes, jumping, jumping.
Not jumping.
Come Balai. Say, okay. And then when it was now, was it tea break or lunch? Like you said, I just sat down quietly. I was just observing. So there were people in the class that wanted to approach you for whatever reason.
Gates.
Gates. Stealth.
Why they talk like
I
that?
will mention
Why
your
they
name.
talk like that?
Stealth, I will mention your name. There was now Stealth telling them, no, he's having his breakfast. No, he's having. I say, hey, okay.
Yes,
I thought so they do, and I like say, be Jesus. I say, okay. So my impression was this person that not unapproachable, but this kind people at his beck and call. Like you don't lift a finger to do anything. There are people always doing everything for you. That was the first impression that I had.
It is good.
But it's not so.
It's good.
Okay, so what about me drew you in when we first met?
I think the fact that you're very solid. You know that nothing they shake you. It's surreal. Yesterday, International Men's Day, and I was having conversations with some of the people that check my status, and the conversation around how men tend to be silent and women tend to be outwardly emotional, and so the impression I had of you, what drew me in was the fact that just this stable, still force, and you don't lose your edge, you don't until today, because I was telling you, see all the preps, the wedding, the change of house, the every single thing that we've done in the last almost 1 year now. Nothing they shake you. It's crazy how you do it. So yes, that really drew me because I'm someone who has to face a lot of pressure from a lot of quarters. And if you were not that stable person, it will throw me off balance. So it's a big thing. I draw strength from that. The fact that at all. And these are hard talk we've been doing for 4 years, 5 years now. It has also been a big plus because I know see talk where I know if you tell you. See, she be now. Didi now. If we talk this thing. So yes, that drew me in at the beginning, and it's still one of the biggest strengths of our marriage. The fact that nothing do you. Yes. I give it to you. Let me find a tough question for you. Okay, so let me ask you, how am I most similar and different to people you've dated? Including whom you married.
Okay, most similar.
Yes.
Most similar. Be what? Complexion, height.
You're the dark guy.
I think so. I don't like yellow.
Okay.
And then no, I actually dated yellow somebody, but that was leave that one.
Mm. It
But
was audio dating.
generally, yes, averagely, I think that. Then you speak Hausa.
Mm.
I can't imagine being with someone that doesn't speak Hausa. I don't know. I've been just in English all through.
Actually, it's a selling
That
point.
was one of the first things I asked you when you threw one kalma in Hausa. I said, you speak Hausa. I say, I need an kasani. I say, shege.
Correct.
So yes. Then different. Different in so many ways. Different. I don't think I've ever dated a businessman, an entrepreneur. I don't think so. No, I've not.
Wow.
All paid employees. Then you're different. You're just different.
That was a leap of faith.
Yes.
you.
So you're very vulnerable. You're vulnerable. You're not afraid of having conversations. You're not afraid of showing your emotions. So from when I grew up and the setting that I grew up in, it's like guys don't express emotions. They have to be men.
Got it.
They don't show it. So even the I love you, I have to say it in a manly way so that they'll not think they'll not think you're a sissy. But with you, we keep mentioning our hard talk, but honestly, we have hard talk, very difficult talk that most times it's like your heart is here, but you wish say it. So, and with him, he makes it easy because you're not judgmental. You allow me say it as it is without taking it as a personal attack. So you're always interested in finding a solution to whatever the problem is than that ego trip of it's about me. She's attacking my masculinity, and all that. And for me, it's a big game changer.
Namaste. 12 o'clock, 3 o'clock.
I go tell them.
Inside joke.
What do you wish people knew more about me?
You have a good heart. You have a good heart. So, face value, you look like this woman does the keep to herself, no the mingle. But you have this deep passion to help people. It's just this thing about, and the way you are, you don't just talk anyhow. So you just quietly ruminate, then you'll not come and say, so babe. And I'm like, okay. you love people. You have a good heart. You have a very good heart. I've seen you go out of your way to just try to make somebody feel comfortable. You have a good heart. Secondly, you're someone that allows people emerge. You have a way of nurturing, so you nurture people into becoming themselves. I've seen you do that with some friends. I've seen you do that with young people, where you're not in their space, you're not pushing, but when they allow you, you just have a way of holding them long. Amen. One thing I have to say, you have this grace of keeping long life relationships. Jesus, that's one part I envy. Like, You have that. You have that. So I know you're very firm. People think say if you walk you over, I just they laugh. Kaput, like. So I think that there's this misconception that is you now. Maybe she's the one now. Let's just do anyhow. I like the fact that because you are very good, you give a long rope, but you know where to draw the line, and you are so firm at that. It's a very good thing. So it gives me a lot of comfort because now when you say and this thing it has to stop here. Giving it has stopped. So I that is what many people may not easily discover about you. They just think you're a pushover. They just think she doesn't have a mind of her own. People think that you're gullible. I hear something and I'm like, wow. Hey, I don't know what they talk about, Sha. Until you now get to that point. And this way we say they change her for person. They change her for person. So you're not the type that will just come and para and say, I'm not, what do you hear? You just smile. No, say you don't come over there. You are very dangerous somebody. I'm telling you. It's okay. Let me find one question for you.
So while he's looking for the questions, my oldest friends, I say 42 years.
I saw.
We've been friends, 42
43
years now and counting.
Almost 43.
Let's put it 42. 42 years now and counting. And we've been friends all through. We've been through seasons of life together and we're still solid. So come and meet me. Let me coach you on long-term friendships.
Pay first. Okay. What do I ask you now? I'll say no. This is very easy. I saw a question.
Easy exam. Which one is this? Very easy. Ask me a question.
Okay. Let me go back. It says. No. Sorry, guys. Tricky one. What do you need to vent about right now? You have my permission to let it out. I like this question. I like this question.
Is it about you?
I don't know.
About the country,
I just read it the way I saw it.
Life in general.
It's about the country. I want to hear it.
No,
the Kukuma para.
I don't vent about the country. There are some things I don't vent about. There are some things I don't enter into arguments about religion and politics.
But do you want to answer that one? Should I give you another one?
No, give me another one.
Escape.
What do you want to vent?
Escape. Okay. So, what has stayed the same about you since you were a teenager?
Imagine eating smoky jollof rice with octopus meat. This is called the octopus meal. By the way, octopus is a type of protein. It's actually seafood. The texture is sort of crunchy and chewy, just like snail. And the octopus meal comes with protein, which is the octopus, smoky jollof rice, fried plantain cubes, pieces of puff puff, and water, all for 12,000 naira. The meal came well packaged, and the cool thing about the pack was that it opened up into a plate. If you're looking to try something new or switch your jollof rice protein up, why not try octopus meat? To order the octopus meal, you can contact the number in the video via WhatsApp, on Glovo, or click on the link in the bio of K-Jollof. So what do you think? Will you be trying this out?
My laughter, my smile, my love for people, my resilience and determination. I can be quite firm. Someone had described me as very stubborn. Say, well, depends on the angle you're looking at it.
Oh my God. Still waters run deep.
So I think from teenage years till now, those things have stayed, and I my love for love, me lover girl.
Hmm. Am I
Eh,
not blessed?
you are. I've always believed in love. I've always loved being in love. I've always loved the idea and the concept of love and loving and being loved. So that has not changed.
Chai.
My secondary school friends can testify.
Chai. I'm love stuck.
Okay. What do you get from me that you don't get from others?
Hmm. I'm able to express myself without second guessing. I'm not afraid. I've never been afraid to tell you anything. And I've never had the need to form with you like, did you notice say I no get money? Did she notice say I no fit handle am? No, I no fit handle this one. So with you, I can go to sleep that I'm able to express or share a reality or a dream or a fantasy, and I'm not afraid you would react. For example, I'm an entrepreneur. I catch brainwaves. We probably have a particular plan. Then I catch a brainwave that will disrupt the plan. Normally, I go say, "Hey, how am I going to now come and tell her? Oh, to now be like, I'm unpredictable. It's not fair. We had a plan." Just in fact, sometimes I go don't even do flyer self. I go just say you could just see flyer. Your own is plug and play. We just move on to the next thing. It's priceless. It's priceless because it just helps me dream. I'm not afraid of dreaming because I'm not afraid that she would misunderstand the dream and say, but this was not what we agreed. So you're not the person that says, this was what we agreed. Why are you changing the script? The script changes because even with me, even me, the script they change on me. Like sometimes I'm here, and now many times in my sleep, I just catch one rema in the bathroom. You're already tired of that one. I just catch a rema and I plug into it straight, and you're comfortable. So that I give to you. Secondly, I'm able to 247. We lack nothing to talk about. It's a very good thing. So there's this comfort with I want anywhere I want to go to. I'm comfortable that we can go together. I go for my thing. You may not even understand the thing, but you are there. And we're just doing our thing. It's so those moments, that presence is very helpful. It has been able to give me a lot of encouragement. You know what I'm saying? And the other part too is profound.
Anyway, so let me tell you guys one story. I'm sure even you cannot remember.
Wow.
You will hear it today. So there was this day I was supposed to meet up with Mr. O. That was way before we got married. We were in the pre-dating stage. You know that stage where an item, but it has not been made official. We're trying to see whether this thing you go work. It makes sense. So we're supposed to meet up in town. Then I left home, I think, and I was coming into town. He had already told me that, oh, I should just pick a spot and he'll meet me there. So I drive into town, then I go to a place in Maitawa that I had been to before, and I enjoyed the ambience, the service, everything there. And then I even sat down. They brought menu, scan. So I now said, let me even call him and tell him I'm here. I now called him and I told him, I said, I'm here. He said, where? Now called the name of the place. He now said, that place is expensive. He said, that place is very expensive. Unnecessarily expensive. That can we try another place? I just said, okay, where? He said I should pick. I said, I'm not picking. No, I don't know any other place. You pick. So in my mind, I was like, see person where one dates babe like me. This is somewhere that I can afford, and you're telling me it's expensive. And I said, so because he's a businessman, there is this. Yes, so that's another thing. There's this belief that you never go broke. Hookma, the health matters. The one way rich, the one way no rich, they post them. So people always think he's balling. Like this guy, unless if no one give you, but he cannot say he does not have. So that was also, I think, a misconception. That was a picture of him that I had too. So when he said this, I was like, I better go. I know they date stingy person. No? Me, I know they date stingy to myself. I call the date person go to tell me, say, this place they expensive.
Oh my goodness.
So I left that place with an air like, okay, let's see where you take me to.
Wow.
Misha ended up, yes.
Wow.
So
when we leave here, I want to hear the name of that place because I can't remember.
You know the place. So Misha ended up somewhere else. I had fun. I enjoyed myself, but I was still like, Did
we ever go back there to the expensive place?
I think so. Wait, now you make me wait. I think we've gone back there. But honestly, so for me, that was just don't judge by maybe an experience or because if I had concluded on that, honestly, I'm sure we won't be here. So sorry for the interruption. Continue. I needed to get it out there because
now you've vented. You've not answered the previous question.
No, it's not an event. It's an old something. You've taken me to better places than that one now. So that was just by the way.
Wow.
Whoever can catch Rema from it should catch. The one that is not catching.
Catch Rema. Oh.
It's okay.
It's not by it's expensive. Oh. Because because I'm thinking her to she said more expensive places.
What are you asking?
Oh, okay. I'm supposed to ask. Oh wow. What was our toughest moment together?
You stole my question. Honestly, I think our toughest moment together will have to be the robbery experience that we had earlier this year, shortly after the wedding. That was our toughest moment together because it was a lot. It was
unprecedented.
It was an experience, and we saw different sides of each other that we had not seen because none of us had ever been in that situation. But I'm glad we pulled through. I think that whole experience made us stronger, made us closer, and made us really know that we had each other's back.
Yeah.
So for me, that was our toughest experience together so far.
Yes, I agree with you, and I'll just buttress a bit on that because you're right. It's our toughest moment yet, and it was very symbolic because so here we were fresh after getting wedded, and the key elements of our wedding were carted away.
Yeah.
So it was a very deep moment where it could have led to all sorts of repercussion, which is again where I give you a lot of credit because immediately it happened, you just switched into Capone mode. Like, okay, we have a situation here. Let's solve it. You didn't go into tantrums and anger and pain. and who did what, who did not do what. It's a big thing, because after those things were taken, all the going to the police report or no tracking or no tracking, and the everything that was taken, a lot of money, and having to literally rebuild, having to reinforce the house, having to replace things we could replace, some we've not even replaced till now.
Like our rings.
Like our wedding rings. We just moved on, like everybody go there, all right. So yes, those moments are those are anchors for me. It's an anchor for me because I think that for a guy, when your woman is stable, solid, and able to hold her own in the moment of pressure, there is this strength it gives the guy. The guy is able to say, at least minimum, a clear head. He's able to think through the problem. Because if I have a crisis and my woman is a crisis, then there's going to be a big problem. But when there is a crisis and the woman is still, the guy is able to think through, work with his woman, and they're able to push through that. So, babe, thanks. No? Thanks for that. Yes,
Whew.
we are doing this.
Yes. Okay. The animal in my animal. What part of me has become a part of you?
SVU.
I knew that was what you were going to say. I knew that was what you were going to say.
Oh my god. Man, I never would think I'll be a series person. Me, get time to now they watch series. Then the first days when I would be like, what is this thing you're watching? I'll be pressing, I'll be looking. What is this she's watching? You say, no, this one, Liv did this one, Honcho, Hondo, this one. It's like, they two, they look. With three, they look. If I could say, come, what do they call the name of this person? Now, I mean, they even monitor the series.
I don't know what
Oh my goodness. So that's one thing I've become from you. The second thing is our chia seed procedure. So my wife has this early morning routine of drinking some interesting things, all for self-care, and I go, they look and say, just they drink with you, they drink. Until I became part of it. Now we are sharing cup every morning, and then of course the part of unwinding. So I don't know if I didn't used to unwind.
Yeah.
But my idea of unwinding used to be like very sparse, not frequent. Now, make the work day there, I beg. Make we did unwind. So yes, I picked some very interesting things from you and the last part is early morning birthday prayers. It's a birthday in our home. Early in the morning, we go pray with the celebrant, sing, and the day starts. That was not part of my that was not my culture. But now, I'm cute in, you know what I'm saying? Well done.
Thank you. You're a fast learner.
Okay. I'll ask you the question you asked me earlier.
Okay.
Okay, no. Let me skip that. What's the deepest conversation we've had that still sticks with you?
Okay, that's all.
Yes, that's all. That's the question.
We've had a lot of deep conversations, but I think the one that has stuck is that will be the early years of this sport here in Abuja. We call it our sport. And so somehow that place just seemed like when there are issues,
It's
We
an
just find
altar.
ourselves
An
driving
altar.
there. We just find ourselves driving there. Normal date nights and everything, we'll find other places. But once there are issues
Oh
to be
my
settled,
God.
we'll just go there. They have this two-seater. We'll now sit down like this, cross leg inside the two-seater, face ourselves. So it's a loud, noisy place.
Yes, loud
So we're
noises.
able to be ourselves without anybody looking at us weirdly, like what's wrong with these ones. So yes, I think those conversations,
Kai.
those conversations, because I remember you telling me that I had mentioned, which I can't even remember up to now, but he said I had mentioned um something to you that switched.
I will talk about it.
You will talk
I,
about
I,
it.
I
Yeah.
remember that day, after this thing we're doing, is it going to work? No, it won't work. Is it going to work? And here I was being, I want to focus on my work. And then we had that date, one of those are resolving dates. And you said, you know, I think that I'll always come third place. And I'm like, what is she talking about? And I sat up. I said, yeah, I think your work, the girls, and me. I'm like, wow. And here I was thinking I was working hard to win your heart. Like I thought I was saying the right things and doing the right things. And even though I was still unsure, I felt like, no, when it comes to, no, I don't prove to her, say, I did. And she says she thinks she comes third. I'm like, wonderful. But that statement was actually the game changer, because I was like, no, I'm not going to repeat this in my life again. If I'm going in, I'm going all in, and I'm sure numero uno, O1 of O1.
But that was how I felt at that time. Your work was your life.
Yes, sir.
Everything was about your work. You used to eat, sleep, bath, everywhere your work. Like everything was just about your work. And I just could not imagine being with someone where they're always telling you, just understand now. This client just called, just understand now.
After all, it's your first entrepreneur boyfriend.
Just understand. And I'm like, I'm not that understanding. I beg, please let me go and look for the one that let me go and be with the one that will be understanding ourselves together. Me, I work with public service. We really don't have understanding days like that. So we hardly tell people just understand. It's one scene. But there is this person that is always, everything was about work. His phone, he'll pick it at any time. And I'm like, hey, please, and here we are.
I'm learning. I'm learning. Who's asking now?
I'm
right?
asking, okay. What do you think my green flags are? We're not doing red. Let's do green.
I like that.
Very green.
Green flags.
Yes.
Check. Pro Max.
Check.
You just always have a way of checking in. Like, babe, we good? Good. Okay. Check? Yes, check. It's okay. They'll be like, so no, babe. So no, I'll do like this. That is a green flag. Another one is maybe early in the morning. You know those early morning when you're still sleeping and I'm dressed up and I'm leaving and I come to you like, talk to you later. You just do like this. It's beautiful. It's kind. I don't want you to wake up, but yeah, I hear you, and I leave. It's a green flag. And then in the course of the day, you're like, have you heard my voice today? I say no. Okay, so I'm calling you now.
I sent a voice note.
And then you call. Yeah, that's also a green flag, And then those days when you just say, oh, I spoke with Zadie today. You have a way of keeping in touch with our parents. I am still learning how to do that. So thank you for always closing that gap, because left to me one whole month, I go still say, I go call tomorrow. Tomorrow will come, I go call tomorrow. You really help with that because me and calls, God will help me. So yeah, some of those green flags. And then the fact that we have to eat together. It's a big green flag. And, when I'll be like, babe, where are you? How far are you? I say I'm at so okay. And it's all because I have to be around for us to eat together. Big green flag. ETC.
etc.
Big green flag. Okay. Let me ask you. Would this be, what do you want more time for? And what's stopping you? What would you want more time for? Or what's stopping you?
Yeah, one more time to travel. My dream has always been to travel the world. Like, I want to visit and experience different cultures, places, and all that. So yes. So is this someone more time to travel? What's stopping me is also the same reason why we're not traveling. You need money to travel. So that's the only thing that is stopping us.
Yes, sir.
I remember last year, I was like, you remember when we were asking, like, was it last year? It's last year. We
We're
said
even
no.
arguing. I
Say,
know it's
no,
not last year, it's 2 years
2022.
ago.
Say no, it's last year.
Last year we had so many travels.
First quarter of last year, 3 countries.
And then 1 year later,
And then
it's
1 year
looking like a
later,
miracle
we
to
were
travel. Like,
even
what
saying, let's even
is
try
going
Ghana.
on?
Let's just try and enter Ghana.
It's just crazy, man. Like,
So, yeah, I want to travel more.
me too.
Let's go.
Hopefully 2025 will hit that jackpot and do some catching up, make up for 2024 in 2025, and do many countries. And in case somebody is watching and saying, small thing now, let's sponsor you guys, we are open to it.
Very
We will not
open.
even form.
I'm telling you, not
Just
from.
send that dear.
How would you describe my laughter to someone that has never met me?
Hey, oh my God, cacophony of sounds. Your laughter fills the room like it's full, because even your body goes with the laughter. It's, oh my God, I need to know the theater art jargon for that. Your laughter is wholesome, it's plenty, and it's unmistakable. And you have a very distinct voice. So your laughter is, it does, it's like that wave on the ocean. It's a lot.
That is a lot. Okay.
Yes, how much more can we take? What's the one thing you'll change about us? Let me flip the script.
Okay.
What's the one thing? That's the question.
I'll change about us.
Yes.
Kai. Honestly, it might sound like a cliche, but nothing. Nothing. I love us. I love weird, quirky, goofy, misnomer. We're just uniquely us. So I won't change anything.
Yo. Same here. I won't.
If I lost my memory, what's the first thing you tell me about us?
The zoo. I'll take you back to the zoo.
Oh, the zoo.
Yes.
Okay.
Take you back to
zoo.
take you back to the zoo. That's the first place. And while you are recovering, I'll take you back to landmark,
They've scattered landmark.
their father.
They've scattered landmark now. Have they've not scattered it?
The hotel is still there. It's the beach side they've scattered.
Okay.
If not, I'll just call Lamin Diba. I'll just say to the Gambia. Take it to the Gambia, then I'll call Yusuf. And then you come and meet you at Beirut and we play Afro beats for you. All the memories will come back.
Nice one. Okay. Last question. So this question is, let's wrap it up on this note. Why do you love me?
Oh, one. The teary-eyed one. I love you because you understand life. So you are yin yang. That's the symbol that you represent. And life has brought you to this point where you've seen the two sides to life and you get it. You get it. You've seen abundance. You've seen lack. You've seen life. You've seen death. You've seen being alone. You've seen being among people. So I honestly, the confidence I've got and why I love you is because you relate with the story of life itself. And I love that about you. I love you because you're just lovable. You're just lovable. You're worth waking up to and going to bed beside. It's worth it. It's worth it. I call you my guy 247, because my perception of you and I is way beyond those intimate moments. It's way beyond, fortunately, it's not like we're anticipating childbearing. So it's not about, raising a family. We have a family. But my biggest joy is that we met and we're evolving at the point where we are partners. Let's run this thing. So, nothing they happen. That's why I love you. I love that. I love the friend I've got in you that makes me unafraid. Nothing where I fear. I'm not afraid of anything now in my life. And honestly, aside the fact that God has given me that confidence that He's there, He sent you to me. That's a proof why I'm not afraid. It's life. We're running it. Love you, baby.
Love you. We're
Always
still
love you.
on the show.
Oh, we're on the show.
We're
Okay.
still here. So I think this brings us to the end of this episode.
Wow.
Episode 4 of our podcast.
Wrap it up for us.
So I hope you've gotten one or two things, or you've just enjoyed. So these questions, like Mr. O has said, usually just come up randomly, but it has really bonded us. It has helped us to get to know each other better, and it has also just kept the conversation going. So enjoy this episode, and if you want to adopt from this, please feel free.
Can go a long way.
Go and find where these questions are.
Can go a long
it's
way.
somewhere on Instagram.
We refuse to tell you.
I'm telling you, we refuse to tell you. It's somewhere the same way I found it. Go and find it.
My wife has PhD in finding things on Instagram. Don't compare yourself with her. And just to add to what she said, like this Sunday, we're going to be on a live TV show, talk about our relationship and our marriage. And just in case you think that we can add value to your social communities, your church, your religious bodies, any community, we are all about blended families. We're about finding love again. We're about family units. We're about divorce. Okay, divorce is this way. We know it is that way, you know. And anything really around life. I'm a business guy, but that's not about this show. Anything about family, life, you know, and rebuilding yourself, re-entering life, starting all over again. We are very happy for you to reach us.
And wanting you to real.
Yes, if you want real talk.
They form, we know they lie, you know they pretend, but you know they happen.
You know, many people are not comfortable with the vulnerable, raw stuff we like to share, but that's how we come. So if you want it real and you think we can add value, please reach out to us. We're very happy to contribute to you. And in case you want to showcase your stuff on our platform, maybe you have need to come on our podcast to share a conversation strictly family based. I think we're open to that. We're open to hosting guests on our show who may want to ask us, or you want us to give you the platform. Anything can happen. So basically, this is an invitation to say we're open to anything that can work. Thank you. Share this. Follow us on Instagram, Meet the O's. On YouTube, Meet the O's. My wife's handle is D Hirse. You can just look for Dorothy Hirse. Dorothy, not Dora. I've warned you. She will come after you.
They will even find you. They put Dorothy.
So guys, thank you. Peace out. This is O.
Bye.
Nothing there.
See you next episode 5.
Yes, so.
Bye. Bye.